let us talk to Lilith. She is calling in as a follow-up to a call that she had made a few months ago, talking about her partner's religious parents not accepting them. So let's follow up with Lilith.
Yeah, Lilith, good to hear from you again. I remember you giving us a call. How did things turn out for you?
Well, I'm happy to say that not much has changed on that front, but the big difference is now that it turns out that's not really needed.
Yeah, can you walk our listeners a little bit through your last call and about where things are now?
Sure. So last time I called, it was last year sometime. And I was calling in due to the situation with me and my partner about how we have been engaged for several years now. And she has religious parents who are very deeply religious. And they don't essentially know at all about me and her. Even though we have been together for many, many years, and it seems impossible to inform them, to include them in the relationship whatsoever, which is a little difficult because parents are very important to her. And that's I believe the gist of the call some months ago.
So where are you at now?
Yes. Right now, we are, maybe possibly thanks to the global health crisis that is going on. I hate to thank it for anything, but I believe the distancing has given a little bit of distancing from that factor. And it turns out that all of this is irrelevant. And we have essentially found each other in ways that did not seem possible at the time. I took your advices to the heart. I believe you said setting a time limit and kind of giving this hard limit of making a plan for the future as to when things are going to go down. I'm sorry, I forget who it was that said this, but that was an advice. But it turns out that was not needed whatsoever. And many of the other shows that I have watched on secular sexuality have actually been helping me and by proxy her to understand what's going on and, just bits and pieces from everywhere. And it has been very important. But we're in a very good situation right now, and I hope that it keeps going even eventually in whatever time the situation clears out and these parents might become even more involved again.
Well, I appreciate you updating us. I'm glad that you found a semblance of balance, I suppose, and that you are able to be yourself in this situation where it sounds like there's a lot of pressure to cut off parts of yourself, as we've been talking about. And I am glad to feel that you are able to be you here and that you've got permission for that.
I am very happy for that as well. I actually had many points, but all of them, every single one of the points that I had regarding this have been now addressed in this particular show already, because we are both very societally highly imperfect people. We are not the kinds of people that are easy to get along with.
Believe it or not, everybody is highly imperfect. Believe it or not.
Exactly. But the black and white thinking and all of this was already addressed here, so I'm not going to go more into these. You have already spoken everything that I already had in mind as well. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you and the whole community and everybody for being here for everybody.
No. Well, I'm glad things are going good with you and your partner, and that at the very least temporarily the parents are not an issue.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
just relieved to know that we are barking up the right tree and heading in the right direction. I appreciate you you just affirming that and for calling in.
Yes, thank you. Before I go, Christy, because I am, like I said, highly imperfect person in many ways, I just have to say this. We had an email conversation at some point. I did not respond to your latest messages. Thank you for your help on that. I'm sorry for excluding that, but I had to get that off because it bothers me.
Yeah, no worries. I want to let people know that we are available through email, sex@atheist-community.org. And I'll just go ahead and let you know, I myself as a therapist am a therapist, and I have ghosted therapists before. So I know that that's not what we're talking about here, but I want to just acknowledge that it's a pretty human response to those situations of being vulnerable and reaching out for support to not always know how to reciprocate or how to show appreciation. And I just want to let you know that there is definitely nothing to be ashamed of there. I think that folks in the helping profession are going to recognize and understand that. And so I really just appreciate your gratitude, but also the opportunity to just kind of share that and maybe destigmatize that discomfort for everybody watching. If you have ever just gotten overwhelmed and refused to call your therapist back, or in some other way felt a little bit uncomfortable in those interactions, that's pretty human and pretty okay.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a great night. I appreciate you sharing your story with us.
I hope all three of you have an excellent evening or night as it is. And, yes.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Bye. Oh, what a good call to end on. Just things are working out. That's what I wanted to hear. Things are working out.